Hello, hello. I hope you are doing well. What is going on? Listen, welcome to the Sheila C Hill Show. The C stands for come on in this room and let's sit down and chit chat for a little while. Now, the Sheila C Hill Show is the ultimate podcast for you, the ultimate go to podcast for you, actually. And it is for ambitious individuals who want to live a more fulfilling and successful life to get valuable insights, expert tips, and inspiring stories to help you improve your lifestyle, grow your business, and enhance your emotional being. So, in every episode, you're going to gain practical tips and insightful wisdom in the company of a supportive community of like minded individuals. Now, I call this community the Thrive Tribe. That's right, Sheila's Thrive Tribe. So I want you to subscribe, follow, and share this podcast for someone that you may think will be interested and needs to have some assistance, or someone who needs some inspiration or encouragement, or if you just want to join Sheila's Thrive Tribe, come on and subscribe, follow, and share, because we are like-minded individuals who tune into the show on a regular basis and is fully dedicated to personal growth and or achieving business success and living our best lives. Okay, so join Sheila's Thrive Tribe today and subscribe, follow, and share. Let's create a positive wave of change beyond compare. Oh, y'all saw how I matched that up. I did that rhyme there. Now, if you're new, listen, I am your host, Sheila C Hill, and I want just to say to you, hello, hola, bonjour, como esta, ni hao, howdy, and what's up, y'all? Thank you for tuning in and welcome to the show. Now, today's episode, we're going to celebrate the journey of passionate and resilient individuals who dare to pursue their dreams, who dare to pursue their dreams. We're going to dive into the notion of being an entrepreneur is not for the weak at heart. Let me repeat that. Being an entrepreneur is not for the weak at heart. Now, we're going to explore the challenges, the setbacks, and the triumphs that come with being an entrepreneur. Let me tell you, it is not for the weak at heart, and it is definitely a challenge, and it's rewarding at the same time. So if you ever felt discouraged, or if you ever wondered if you have what it takes, this episode is for you. It is just for you. Listen, when I was thinking about this episode, I was thinking I'm going to name it, and I was just trying to think of a name. And first thing came to mind was being an entrepreneur is raggedy. Then the second thing came to mind is being an entrepreneur is ghetto. Okay. Then I was thinking, hey, being an entrepreneur is exhilarating. Being an entrepreneur is not for the weak at heart. So I just went back and forth with what should I name this episode. So then I just began to think about it. we need to focus so much on the mental health piece of being an entrepreneur. So, the title of this episode is Prioritizing Mental Health for Entrepreneurs. Now, I'm going to take my time and we're going to speak on this because a lot of times you see social media glorifying I'm being an entrepreneur, but it's the lonely days. It's the nights where you're weeping late at night and no one understands you that you don't hear about a lot. So we're going to take our time and talk this. And we might digest this in 2 or 3 parts, just depending. But what we're going to do today, let's go ahead and get started and let's talk about embracing the entrepreneur roller coaster. You remember going to the fair or you're going to an amusement park and you see the roller coasters and they're so high. You're looking up to the sky and they're so high, and then it drops down, and then there's have so many curves and loops and turns, and sometimes it goes under water, sometimes it goes under a tunnel, and sometimes it drops and you don't even know where it goes while you're on the ride. That is explaining entrepreneurship to a T. So being an entrepreneur is just like that. It's just like an exhilarating ride with the ups and then the downs, the ups and then the downs. But we're going to discuss how to navigate self-doubt, embrace failure as a stepping stone to success, and develop resilience in the face of adversity. Now, I want to tell you about my friend Kimmy. Oh, let me call her Kim because she don't want me to call her Kimmy anymore since she became an adult. But I just remember, growing up, and she had these ponytails. Her hair was parted down the middle. She had these long curly ponytails touching her shoulders. And when she would run, it would just be bouncing up and down and bouncing up and down. And we just always like, oh my God, you're so cute, Kimmy. And we just added the Emmy at the end of her name. Her name is Kim. But I just want to talk about Kimmy for a minute. Kim, she is a determined, let me tell you, the definition of determined, her picture should be in there. She's a determined entrepreneur whose journey to success was nothing, absolutely nothing short of a captivating roller coaster ride. With a vision in her heart and fire in her eyes, she just lit up. Fire was in her eyes. She was determined. She began to embark on the challenging path of building her own business. So Kim's journey began with a spark. It just starts sometimes just with a spark, just with an idea. She had a spark of inspiration, a belief in her idea, and relentless drive to make it a reality. She poured her heart and her soul into every aspect of her business, working tirelessly day and night, night and day, skipping meals, missing family engagements, missing school program. So she sacrificed so much because she had the determination and she had the drive and she didn't want to lose momentum. So from the early ages and the early stages of her planning for her business, she was early in the morning up working on it, late at night actually executing. She faced countless obstacles and setbacks. And that is the norm for entrepreneurship. Listen, there are moments of self-doubt when the weight of the world is on your shoulders and it is so hard to bear. And you look around, you look to your left, then you look to your right, and you don't know who can help you. Sometimes we're in this journey by ourselves. So the emotional roller coaster, it took him from the exhilarating highs of small victories, Baby, sometimes it's the small victories that keep you going, that keep pushing you. But she was on that emotional roller coaster, and also all the way from the small victories, but then to the devastating lows of the unforeseen challenges that she faced. And listen, when these lows get low, they get low. But in the midst of all of that, in the midst of the highs and the low, Kim found the strength to keep pushing forward. Sometimes you have to go back to your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? And sometimes that gives you that extra push. And sometimes that gives that extra spark to reignite that fire that you had when you first started. Now, Kim, she missed a lot of nights of sleep. She was fearful. She was frustrated. She was confused at times. She was misdirected. But in the midst of everything that Kim went through, she was resilient. She remained resilient because she believed in herself. And she found solace in the unwavering support of her loved ones. I tell you, it takes that support sometimes. Sometimes you have it and sometimes you don't. But every setback became a lesson. Whether you have support, direct support or not, just understand that everyone has the ups and downs. Every entrepreneur has its ups and downs, whether they tell you or not. But every setback became a lesson for Kim, and every failure a stepping stone towards growth. Now, along with the way that Kim she moved and she believed in herself, she also experienced moments of wins that were fulfilled with determination. The first customer who believed in her product, the positive feedback from delighted clients, and the recognition from other entrepreneurs that is in her industry. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm an entrepreneur and I remember my first customer. When I opened my store, my first customer was actually the tech guy that was installing my internet. I wasn't even open. I didn't even have a way to accept credit cards, but I remember him and I took a picture of him to commemorate my first customer. And he was patient with me because I didn't have my system set up to accept credit cards. So I took Cash App. I took Cash App and that was my first customer. So that gave me that extra oomph, that gave me that extra spark to say, oh, wow, it makes you so proud. It makes all the heartaches and the crying and the confusion and I don't know what I'm doing and everything that you go through, the challenges, it makes it all worth it when you have your customers who believe in you. Now, whether it's the customers or the feedback from your clients or other entrepreneurs that's in your industry, these milestones are a testament and you should have it to push you as well. But with Kim, it really was a testament to her unwavering commitment and unwavering belief in herself. In herself. Now, Kim's emotional journey as an entrepreneur, it taught her the value of perseverance, resilience, and self belief. It shaped her into a stronger, a wiser, and a more compassionate leader. She learned to embrace the ups and the downs and the ups with the curves. She learned to embrace all that in her entrepreneurship journey. She understood that everything was a part of the transformation process. A lot of times while we're in it, we don't realize that we're being transformed. And you have to trust that process. So, no matter where you are in your journey, just continue to understand who you are and believe in yourself and keep pushing forward. Now, today, listen, Kim girl, she is doing her thing, okay? Kim's business stands so tall in her industry, and it is a testament of the unwavering spirit and the unwavering dedication. Now, the emotional roller coaster was experienced. It molded her into a visionary entrepreneur. It molded her to who she is today, to withstand and to build her business and to scale her business because she had those things that molded her, those roller coaster experiences. And it allowed her to be ready to conquer the new challenges and inspire others along the way. Now, Kim's story is a reminder that this journey to success is not a straight line, but it is a series of twists and turns. It's a testament to the power of resilience, determination, and unwavering belief in your dreams. Now, her story inspires new entrepreneurs to embrace the roller coaster ride, knowing that the twist and the turns is an opportunity for growth and greatness. Are you like Kim? Tell me, who are you like? What have you done? What are your thoughts? How are you? What process are you in your journey? All right, at this time, we're going to take a break and we have a commercial from our sponsor for this episode, which is a House of Hemp CBD dispensary. Are you tired of dealing with pain, anxiety, or sleepless nights? Discover the ultimate solution of a House of Hemp. It's your go-to destination for superior products that can change your life. A House of Hemp offers a wide range of premium products carefully crafted to reduce pain, anxiety, and insomnia, and so much more. Their hemp is grown organically and sourced from trusted farmers, ensuring the highest quality. Now, don't let pain, anxiety, or sleepless nights control your life any longer. Visit their website at www.ahouseofhemp.com and discover a world of natural relief. With just a few clicks, you can browse their collection and have your favorite hemp products delivered right to your doorstep. Now, take control of your well-being today. Experience the power of hemp and then unlock a healthier, happier you. A House of Hemp, your ultimate destination for superior hemp products where their focus is plants over pills, helping to improve your quality of life. Shop online now. Visit ahouseofhemp.com. Your journey to natural relief starts here. And at this time, we'd like to thank A House of Hemp for sponsoring us. And if you like this podcast and you want to be a part, well, we welcome your donations. Welcome your donations to help keep this podcast on the air and so it can inspire others that are ambitious just like you. Now, let us go back to our segment of mental health with the entrepreneurs. Listen, at the end of the day, we have to understand and put ourselves number one and prioritize our well-being because mental health matters. Now, entrepreneurship can take a toll on you like no one can tell you unless they're in it. Entrepreneurship can wear you down, beat you down. It can beat you up, beat you down, and beat you all the way around. So we have to understand and take that time to assess where we are in our journey, but we have to pause and take time to focus on our well being, our mental health. We're going to explore the practical strategies for managing stress, combating burnout, and fostering a healthier work life balance. Listen, so many need that. Now, that was what Kim needed, some work life balance, because she was missing out too much of her children's games and the activities at their schools. So, this is very important to have this work life balance. Now, our discussion aims to empower entrepreneurs to prioritize self care and nurture your mental resilience. A few years ago, in a city not far away, it was a young entrepreneur that I met at a conference. His name was Alex. Now, Alex had big dreams of building a successful business empire. Alex embarked on a challenging journey filled with the ambition and the determination. Now, as the years went by, his business began to flourish, but so did the weight on his shoulders and the responsibility that came. I heard someone say one time that there was this entrepreneur and they prayed for God to help them and to grow their business, but they didn't have the systems to run a business that would grow. So when you grow more, you have more responsibilities. And with that, it comes more anguish as well. So that's what happened to Alex. As his business grew, he just became so weighted, so stressed out. And the pressures to meet the deadlines, the pressures, he had to manage a growing team. He had to constantly innovate and look back and try to refigure things out. And it took a toll on his mental well-being. How many is in that position now? It takes away so much from you and it pulls from you. You have so many sleepless nights, and that just becomes your norm. And with him, Alex, the stress began to consume him. And the joy that he once had, that fueled him, that kept him going, that kept that entrepreneur spirit alive, it seemed to fade away. It faded away with so much of the stress and everything that it took to scale his business. Now, it's so important to catch up and pause where you are in your life so you can understand where you are. Now, caught up in this relentless pursuit of success, Alex neglected his own mental health. He dismissed the signs of burnout. He didn't focus on it. He knew what was happening to a certain level, but he just dismissed it and just kept going. He dismissed anxiety, the feelings that he was feeling, the jitteriness that came with anxiety, the questions that came in your head, the depression that slips in, and the gradual erosion of their vibrant spirit. The vibrant spirit began to fade away. The longer the day became long, the more he would fade away. Now, each day became a struggle, both professionally and personally, as Alex battled overwhelming feelings of sadness and despair. So many times we don't talk about this part in entrepreneurship. We don't talk about the depression that comes in. We don't talk about the there's so many things that comes with it. We don't even talk about the imposter syndrome. But that's why we're going to take extra time to break this down. And if it becomes a three-part series, it's okay, because we need to talk about it. Because mental health matters. Mental health matters in entrepreneurs. Now, one day, talking back with Alex, doing a routine meeting, Alex collapsed. Boom. He collapsed on the floor, and all you could hear was a thump. Then all the team members jumped up, was screaming like, Alex, are you okay? Are you okay? Call 911, get some water, pick him up, lift him up. No, leave him there. It was so much confusion. Everything was going on. He was exhausted. He collapsed from exhaustion. For that, it was a wake-up call that shook him to his core. He realized that business could not thrive if he continued to neglect his own mental well-being. Now, how many of us are there? Are you there? You have to pause and take time to focus on your mental health. Because when you're gone, that business is still going to be there. Your customers are still going to be there, and they're going to find someone else to service them or provide those products. You're going to be a has-been. You're going to be a thought of. You're going to be a memory. But you need to be present where you are right now and stop and take time to focus on your well-being and provide self-care. Relax, relate, release. Now, with Alex, he had a renewed determination. And sometimes, I hate for things to have to happen like that to sort of put the light on a situation. But what about those who never get up off that floor, who have so much stress that they have a heart attack, or those who are so dealing with it so much that they want to end their own life? They balance that, and they challenge, and they balance between going back and forth. And then it becomes so hard that sometimes they become suicidal. These are the things that we don't talk about. But if you're in that place, please take a moment, seek professional help, reach out to a local friend, reach out to medical facilities, and pause and take care of yourself. Because there's no one like you. There's no one that has your unique voice. You cannot be replaced, but your job can. Your business will continue to run if you have your things in order without you. So let's pause and take time and love yourself enough to get help, to seek help. Seek a therapist. Love yourself enough to pause. Love yourself enough to set boundaries. And that's what Alex had to do. He sought guidance from a therapist, and that therapist helped him navigate the emotional challenges that he had been suppressing. We don't deal with it. We just press it down. He also learned to set these boundaries, delegate the task, because at the beginning of being an entrepreneur, yes, we do everything. We wear all the hats, right? We wear all the hats. But at the end of the day, we have to, as we begin to increase our volume and scale, we have to learn to delegate and trust that people can do the job. So we can embrace our self-care practices. And when embracing those self-care practices, it's going to nourish our soul. Now, Alex began to heal, and he noticed a remarkable transformation. His creativity came back. His passion came back. That spark in his eye came back. Everything was reunited. And he approved of the work now, and he has a newfound clarity and a purpose. He realized that the true success was not just about financial achievements, but also about finding balance between his professional and his personal lives. With his mental well-being as a compass, that what became his focus. Alex fostered a supportive work culture that valued open communication, empathy, and self-care. It's so important to get the right people around you in your circle that can understand, that can help you. He encouraged his team members to prioritize their mental health. So he began to be the change. And he will talk with his coworkers, his team members to really focus on their mental health, and he provided the resources and opportunities for personal growth and development. So over time, Alex's business, it not only just thrived, but also became a beacon of inspiration for others. Now, entrepreneurs from all over, far and wide, sought his guidance, not just for business strategies, but also for the significance of mental well-being. And hearing Alex's story, it really became a testament to the transformation power of taking care of your mental health. At the end of the day, Alex realized that the true measure of success was not the number of zeros in his bank account, but the positive impact that had on the lives of his team members and fellow entrepreneurs. His journey taught them that mental well-being was not just a luxury, but a necessity, and that nurturing it was the key to unlocking his full potential. We have to focus on what is most important, and that is focusing on our mental health. Now, Alex, he continued to be a champion. Now he's speaking on stages and talking to entrepreneurs. He's just really focusing on the well-being and spreading his story about how he had to focus on his mental health and making that number one. So if you're like Alex, or if you have a story, whether you're an entrepreneur or not, but if you're ready to share your extraordinary story with the world, listen, the Sheila C Hill Show is calling all passionate individuals like you to step into the spotlight and inspire others. Just like Alex, he inspired people because he let his test be a testimony. And I just want you to know that you have that unique voice. You have a story to tell. And I want you to step into the spotlight and inspire others from your journey, what you went through, your triumph and your success. So this is your chance to captivate a global audience and make a lasting impression. This is your time. You can be a guest here on the Sheila C Hill Show. Whether you've overcome adversity, whether you've achieved remarkable milestones or shattered glass ceilings, your unique narrative deserves to be heard. So you can join us on the Sheila C Hill Show as a guest and let your voice be the catalyst for change. Now, this show, the Sheila C Hill Show, it is a part of the CTR Media Network, which has over 300 million listeners in over 100 countries. So, would you like that opportunity to get in front of all of these listeners? Well, you have that opportunity now by joining the Sheila C Hill Show as a guest. If you want to share to this huge audience, visit our website at the Sheila C Hill Show and register to be a guest. And do not miss this incredible opportunity to inspire. You're going to empower and motivate others because, listen, together we can create a world where stories ignite transformation. I can't wait to hear from you. Okay. So, thank you for joining. And listen, I hope this episode was insightful. I hope it inspired you to persevere, embrace your challenges, and remember that being an entrepreneur is not for the weak at heart. But stay bold, stay passionate, and remember that every setback is an opportunity for you to grow. So let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Until next time on the Sheila C Hill Show. Thank you for joining and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Let's go. Let's get